Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mayor's Balcony, Mayor Breed's balcony here at City Hall. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joanne Hayes-White, and I'm delighted to be today's Master of Ceremonies for the Irish flag raising. The Irish have played an integral role in shaping San Francisco across a wide variety of fields, including building, engineering, science, mathematics, education, government, and public service. My father, Thomas Hayes, emigrated from County Limerick, Ireland in 1949, and like so many immigrants here to California, specifically to San Francisco, he found opportunity and a very warm welcome. He also found the love of his life, my mom, Patricia Hayes. It was Patricia Brosnan when he met her. She's a native San Franciscan, but her parents hailed from counties Cork and counties Kerry. So my siblings and I have always been raised with a great pride in San Francisco and also in our Irish heritage. I'm happy to be joined by my sister who's here today, Patricia Hayes. And a little bit of trivia, she was 1981 Rose of Tralee. So let's get on to the program. First and foremost, the reason we're here today, because she's a wonderful leader, also a native San Franciscan. I'd like to introduce the 45th Mayor of San Francisco, Mayor London Breed.
Thank you so much, Chief, for stepping in to serve as our mistress of ceremonies in this Irish flag-raising ceremony. And let me tell you, it is always a delight to welcome you all here to City Hall every single year to truly celebrate the rich history of the Irish community in San Francisco. In fact, what I notice every year when we do this flag raising, you start really, really early and you don't leave until City Hall closes. Liam, I'm still trying to understand what that is about. But it reminds me of my family, because when you get together, and especially when you haven't had a chance to see one another for a really long time, it does feel great. And one of the other things that I always appreciate about this time of the year is it really feels like spring is coming. We are starting to see the sunshine. People are coming together and able to celebrate like we weren't able to do during the pandemic. And so we appreciate it so much more than ever before. When we talk about the rich history of the Irish community in San Francisco, I can't help but every single time think about the great water that we're able to drink because of Hetch Hetchy and how it was created. And in fact, San Francisco has, I believe, the best drinking water without a filter anywhere in the country. And thank you so much for that contribution to San Francisco, because it saves me a lot of money on purchasing bottled water. But also, I just want to express my appreciation for just the support that I've received from this community. You know, when I first became mayor under very challenging circumstances, so many of you supported and embraced Ed Lee. And when we lost him and I became mayor, this community truly embraced me, and I was really excited and honored. I still wear this even when it's not St. Patrick's Day and other holiday events that celebrate the Irish in San Francisco. But in 2019, Pat, I can tell you this because you could appreciate it. When I agreed to serve as the Grand Marshal, I committed to every single responsibility that I was required to do. And Liam, I think, and Dermot said, well, you don't have to do everything. I said, no, I am taking my role seriously. I'm going to show up to all the volunteer events and all the activities. And so, Pat, it is your turn serving as one of the prestigious Grand Marshal. It is truly an honor to do so, not just because of the great parade that's celebrated all over the country, but also because you have an opportunity to represent the community in so many amazing ways. This community really truly represents public service at its best, making sure that the sick and shut-in are not forgotten, making sure that the community is supported. And I am looking forward, knowing that you are the chair of the Fairman Memorial Committee, that is something that we need to work on. And now that you are Grand Marshal, it is going to be your responsibility to work hand in hand with my office to accomplish that goal, which we know so many people want to see happen in Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. And I am really excited that, although I miss Robert O'Driscoll, we all loved him so much. We welcome you. You are coming with that same enthusiasm and that excitement, and we're looking forward to our continual relationship. Our new council general, if you haven't met him, I would be surprised because he is definitely making the rounds to make sure that the relationship between San Francisco and the Bay Area and the Irish community in Ireland continues to exist. We know so many of you, many, many years ago, your families migrated here for wonderful opportunities, and as at a point in San Francisco's history, this community represented a significant part of the population and really helped to shape, as our chief Joanne Hayes-White alluded to, really helped to shape the city through government, through public safety, and through engineering and mathematics, and so many other marvelous things. So as we celebrate and uplift this community, it's a chance to just be reminded and reflect on that history and make sure that we're doing everything we can to carry on the legacy of the people who came before us. And so with that, it is my honor to truly thank you all so much for being here, and to ask Council General Smith to come forward as we celebrate today's flag raising. I want to also say that tonight City Hall will be lit up in green. During the day of the parade in San Francisco, City Hall will be lit up in green. And on St. Patrick's Day, officially March 17th, City Hall will be lit up in green to honor that friendship, that heritage, and that history. And on behalf of the City and County of San Francisco, I officially declare it Irish American Friendship and Heritage Day in San Francisco. And I have one more proclamation for Pat Unick. Pat, I want to ask you to come on up and just really thank you for your work with the Treasure Island soccer team and so many of the other great things that you do in the community. We appreciate your advocacy, and we know your children, who you have many of them. Well, I met them at the Grand Marshal dinner, that they will carry on the legacy of the work that you do to give back. And we appreciate all that you've done. And so on behalf of the City and County of San Francisco, I officially declared Patrick Martin Unick Day in the City and County of San Francisco. And with that, everyone, enjoy the festivities, enjoy your City Hall, but please don't get in trouble, because I want to make sure you all get home safely as you just really have a good time during this flag raising ceremony and all the other great activities that will exist throughout San Francisco over the next couple of weeks. And we'll turn it back over to Chief Joanne Hayes. Oh, Liam is crashing the ceremony. Thank you. Ooh. Liam, what is it? So last year, Liam gave me a shamrock Waterford crystal. It's in my office on my desk. It is absolutely beautiful. So this year, it's the American flag. Very beautiful. Thank you. All the way from Ireland, where Waterford crystal is made. So thank you again. Thank you to Dermot as well, our Cork Sister City committee, and the relationship that exists between us is amazing. And I know the pandemic stopped me from going to Ireland. I cannot be the first mayor in the history since 1984 of this sister city relationship to not go to Ireland, Dermot. So I'm looking forward to working on a trip sooner rather than later. Again, thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Mayor Breed, for your remarks and for your leadership in our city. At this time, I would like to introduce the relatively new Consul General from Ireland in San Francisco. And ironically, my office, the office that I work in, is one floor above yours. So I'm down, and it's a beautiful space. So I'd like to have Consul General Mihal Smith approach. Thank you.
Fáilte Córja. Just looking around, my first few months in the city, this is truly amazing. This would really do your heart good. I want to thank Mayor London Breed for being such a friend of Ireland, such a friend of the Irish, such a friend of Irish America. And in my short time here, I've seen what you do for the people of San Francisco. It's tremendous. Thank you, Mayor. And we will have you over in Ireland in the next few months. I can promise you. Today we raise the flag. I thought that was for me behind me. Keep it going. Today we raise the flag for the Irish flag in San Francisco City Hall. And we're not celebrating just the Irish heritage, but also our connection to this great city. A city that has been a melting pot of people, ideas, and opportunity. We celebrate us being part of this vibrant community of people from all over the world, a community of values, diversity, inclusion, and acceptance. This has long been a home to the Irish. This is a city that the Irish have helped build and shape. And it's a city where the Irish have forged multi-ethnic friendships and unions while honouring our roots and our heritage. For St. Patrick's Day this year, we celebrate 100 years of our global engagement in support of peace, multilateralism, and a rules-based international order. I want to recognise the fact that Ireland has been a member of the international community for the past 100 years. We've been a member of the EU, then the EEC for the last 50 years, and it's 25 years since the Good Friday Agreement was signed, with the help of the US and Irish America. We also celebrate the fact that it's 90 years since the consulate opened here in San Francisco, representing the Western US. So it's a great privilege for us, Mayor. We also mark just recently, the first anniversary of Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, the further invasion of Ukraine. Ireland continues, and the US, I know, continues to stand with the people of Ukraine, and we offer support as people flee the country. We welcome them to Ireland, and we support you in your aid and in imposing sanctions upon Russia. I want to recognize the Consul General, Dmytro Kushanak. Stan. Dmytro, I know the people here of Irish Americans in this city, the city itself has been supportive of you. Slava Ukraini. Thank you to Liam Frost and the board of directors in the United Irish Societies. I know the work they do every year, throughout the year, to ensure that St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in such style across the city. Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize the Grand Marshal, Pat Uniacke, and his wife, Una. Great people that have done so many kind things for so many people and led so many impactful initiatives over the years. An honour couldn't be truly deserved. Thanks, Pat. I should also recognise and thank the Mayor's team, Marone, Liston, Mark, Sean, I know is not here. Thank you for all your support. Miriam, the new Chief of Protocol, thank you for everything you've done over the last few months and welcoming me. As it flies alongside the Stars and Stripes outside, the Irish flag is 175 years old this year. Its history spans France, Ireland, and the US. In April 1848, Thomas Francis Maher, a young Irelander, brought a silk material, orange, white, and green, from Paris to Dublin. This young Irelander finished his days as governor of Montana and underlines the historical links between both the US and Ireland. I'll leave it there, but all I can say is look forward to enjoying the St. Patrick's month ahead. I think by the end of it, I'll look 10 years older, but I'll have a very broad smile and a full heart. Gurmila Mahugat. Thank you all.
Thank you, Consul General Smith. And I think we're going to be treated to the Murphy Irish School of Dancers for their performance. And while they're setting up, I would also like to acknowledge the Consul General from Ukraine. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And also a friend to many people and an excellent city attorney, David Chu. Thank you for being here. So I'll leave it to the Murphy School Irish dancers. Thank you to the Murphy School Irish dancers. Let's hear it again for them. Next up, I'd like to call Liam Frost, a good friend and neighbor of mine, up. He's president of the United Irish Societies of San Francisco. Hey, Liam. I bet.
Thank you, Joanne, and thank you for stepping up and being the mistress of ceremonies for us. I do want to welcome everybody to the 172nd St. Patrick's Day season. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank the San Francisco Bagpipers and the Murphy School of Irish Dancing for entertaining us. Those kids are going to be the ones that are out here either up at the podium or sitting where you are, continuing our traditions. So it's great that we see them out here and that they're supported in every way they can be. So thank you again. I want to thank the mayor for hosting the flag raising and making us feel welcome. Every year we come here, whether it's the COVID or we have to move, it's great, Marone, to get us back in this area. It's amazing with the flag being raised and then everybody being able to come here to enjoy this. I want to thank Kevin Birmingham and Marone Foster from the mayor's office and her staff for putting this together. I get a couple of phone calls and they make everything work smoothly and it's amazing. And I do want to welcome our new Consul General, Mihal, his wife, Claire, the brain thing, and the Vice Consul General, Jennifer Chadwick. Thank you, Jennifer. I want to thank Supervisor Catherine Stefani for holding and hosting the reception, and the two people that helped her, or the one person I know helped her put it on, that's Adrian Roach, and sponsored by the San Francisco Association of Realtors, so thank you. Putting on the parade and the festival is a lot of work, and I'm the one that gets up here. I get the opportunity to take all the accolades, but it's all the people behind the scenes, my board and our volunteers, but especially for the parade, it's Kathleen Manning, Teresa Philpott, and James Quinn. And then closing down San Francisco to allow us to have that parade, we need the help of a lot of your city agencies, Mayor, and they do a great job. That's the Police Chief Bill Scott, his staff at the Traffic, Northern and Central Station, my good friend Captain Doug Farmer and Derek Jackson, and then the man with the boots on the ground, Sergeant Toby Moore. They do an excellent job for us. And I want to thank and congratulate our Grand Marshal, Pat Uniacke, and all the families of the honorary Grand Marshals. It's definitely a honor, but it's also a commitment. And as the mayor said, all the events that she went to with her busy schedule, we can hope that she leads the way and you can follow. But we appreciate it. Your wife, Una, Pat's getting all the accolades, but you'll be there helping him out, and we know that, so we appreciate it, Pat, as well as all the families of the honorary Grand Marshals. Thank you. So it is the season to be Irish. We invite everybody to be Irish. Come out and celebrate with us, especially the Irish from San Francisco. Those are two great traditions. You know, the Irish traditions are faith, family, and community. And by all your support here, that's what it's all about. So let's move forward and hurl into the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Liam. We're all looking forward to the parade next weekend. Next up, I'd like to call, I think you've known me since I was a little girl, and I think it's a real treat to hear from you. We have retired Deputy Chief, and he served with distinction for the San Francisco Police Department, to say just a few words, Dermot Philpott.
Thank you. Mayor Breed, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very happy again to be here with you in this great, beautiful City Hall to welcome everybody to the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. And being with the Cork Sister City for so long, Mayor, we've always taken the Mayor back. So you are our next candidate to go to Ireland. As far as the celebration is concerned, this year will be as good as ever, going way back. I think the first parade was in the 1860s, down on, right along Kearney Street and so forth. At the time, the paper said, and the Consul General will appreciate this, said that it was led by a group of stalwart Irishmen carrying cudgels. They weren't carrying cudgels, they were carrying hurling sticks, which is our favorite sport. And Pat Uniacke, our Grand Marshal, was a great hurler. Not only is he a great leader, but he's also a fine, fine athlete coming from Ireland. And he knew, if any man knows how to handle a hurling stick, it's Pat Uniacke. And he also built helped to build the fields out at Treasure Island and so forth. Just a wonderful, wonderful candidate. And we applaud him and thank him for being the Grand Marshal of this year's parade. Thank you very much and have a great, great...
I have something for you. Thank you, Dermot. And on behalf of Mayor London Breed, I'd like to present a certificate of honor to the San Francisco Cork Sister Cities Committee, from which, from the start, you've been involved in. So thank you so much. There you go.
Certificate of honor, San Francisco Cork Sister Cities Committee. Thank you very, very much. It's great, great.
Great. Why don't you go like that? Super. Thanks, Dermot. Thank you. Go ahead. Oh, no, these are... And I'd next like to ask the Irish Pipers Band of San Francisco, or a representative, to come up and receive a certificate from Mayor Breed. All right, I see Brendan O'Leary. Okay. Come on down, the Irish Pipers. Take a picture with the mayor. Thank you very much. Yes. Come on. Thanks. Thanks, Brendan. Thank you to the Irish Pipers. And finally, for their wonderful performance today, the Murphy School of Irish Dance. All right. Thank you. So just to close things up, I wanted to say thank you to Mayor Breed again for her welcome into City Hall. I also wanted to, saving the best for last, our Grand Marshal, Patrick Uniacke. I know, Patrick, that you knew my father, and I always say big city, small town. I went to school at Mercy High School with Dermot's daughter, Teresa, who's here today, Teresa Philpott Siqueira. And the Uniacke family, pleasure to know you today, but our sons, my son Logan and your son Rory, are good friends. So that's what the Irish is about, building community and building friendship. So please come out and honor the Grand Marshal next weekend, March 11th. The start of the parade's at 11:30. Thank you, Liam. So with that, there's a reception for you to enjoy and continue communicating with one another and celebrating Irish heritage. Thank you.
All right, are we ready?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull. Yeah. Release for her. You release. There we go. This is one of your duties. I've never done that. This is your official duty.